Welcome back to Netrush Report, your home for the biggest tennis stories, emotional rivalries, and behind-the-scenes truths from the ATP and WTA tours. If you live for the drama of modern tennis, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because this story dives deep into the weight of greatness itself. When Tim Henman talks about pressure, he knows what he's saying. The former world number 4 competed in an era where tennis heroes were human, not machines. But today, Henman believes the sport has changed, and not necessarily for the better. In a recent interview with Tennis 365, Henman said it's unfair how players like Carlos Alcaraz are being judged against an almost mythical standard, one that Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic created over 2 decades of domination. Together, the big three have 66 Grand Slam titles. 66. That number, Henman argues, has distorted what success looks like in men's tennis. He explained that before their era, even the greatest names Stefan Edberg, Boris Becker, John McEnroe, Mats Wilander, Jimmy Connors were celebrated without this kind of statistical obsession. But now, any young player who dares to show brilliance is instantly compared to Federer's elegance, Nadal's warrior spirit, or Djokovic's near-perfect consistency. And no one feels that comparison more than Carlos Alcaraz. At just 22 years old, Alcaraz already has 6 Grand Slam titles, an extraordinary achievement by any standard. He's conquered the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open, leaving only the Australian Open missing from his resume. But for many fans and analysts, 6 isn't enough. Because the big three have rewritten the record books, Alcaraz's greatness is constantly measured against their shadow. Henman called it unrealistic, saying that expecting Alcaraz to win 20 or more majors is an impossible standard that doesn't respect the natural evolution of tennis. He believes the new generation should be appreciated for their individuality, not forced to live in the shadow of legends who may never be replicated. Meanwhile, Alcaraz himself is embracing the challenge, not running from it. At the 2025 Six Kings Slam exhibition in Saudi Arabia, the Spaniard openly admitted that he wants to win the most Grand Slam titles ever. He even confessed there's one record that keeps him hungry: Novak Djokovic's 428 weeks as world number 1. Right now, Alcaraz has spent 42 weeks on top of the ATP rankings, a number that already places him among the sport's elite. But he's nowhere near done. His motivation? To not only chase Djokovic but surpass him. Remember, Alcaraz first became world number 1 after winning the 2022 US Open, dethroning Djokovic in dramatic fashion. He lost that crown in 2023, then saw Jannik Sinner rise to the top in 2024. But after defeating Sinner in the 2025 US Open final, Alcaraz reclaimed that number 1 ranking, showing that the fight for tennis supremacy is very much alive. Still, Henman warns that constant comparison could burn out even the most talented players. He believes Alcaraz's story should be celebrated as unique, not as a measuring stick against Federer or Djokovic. Because when history repeats too loudly, it can drown out the present. And right now, Carlos Alcaraz is the present. He's redefining modern tennis with fearless offense, blistering speed, and a charisma that has already captivated millions. Whether or not he reaches 20 Grand Slams, his journey, not his comparison, might be what truly matters. What do you think? Is Tim Henman right? Are fans putting too much pressure on Carlos Alcaraz because of the big three? Or does the young Spaniard need the challenge to become the next all-time great? Drop your thoughts below, we read every single one. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a beat from Netrush Report, where passion meets tennis. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court, because greatness never rests. Tennis.